scrolling. All right, welcome everyone to Petey Aprendendo Português. Yeah, all right. Welcome everyone. Come on to Petey Aprendendo Português. It's the next day. Hey, Sig Cypher made it to Obsidian League. Congrats, parabéns, meu amigo. That's good. We're starting out a new week. It is Monday. Feliz segunda-feira, dare I say. Yeah, it's crazy how they changed the font. They changed the Duolingo font. I don't know how I feel about that, how 2013 looks. Let's see. Do we got a new friend quest? Yeah, with Sig again. And he's got 60 in a row. I got 3 in a row. I didn't lose one. I did not lose the friend quest, or friend streak. You know what I mean, the friend quest streak, but I'm going to keep going, I guess. Like, when did I lose it? It wasn't really clear to me when it ended. There might have been a week where it might have gone away, but that was because it wasn't clearly stated where it was, I guess, so to speak. So, anywho, let's say goodbye to 2013 as I'm screenshotting it. Let's say goodnight to 2013 as it is. And, yeah, click away from it. Okay, that didn't really have much of an animation to it. But I think we made it 1 XP away from moving up. We're still in Diamond League, luckily. At least I hope we are. We got about an hour left to get this day streak. Honestly, I don't really want to do much. But alas, that's kind of what most of this week is starting to be like. So let's dive into 2000. And, yeah, how much? 2014 days on the day streak. Wow. I had to think about that for a minute. We'll talk about all my feelings and all that in just a few short minutes. I'll see you guys in a sec. 2014. What did I do in 2014? I don't even remember. I feel like I was just burnt out from the previous let's see. I'm gonna go to quests. Yeah, it's crazy how I can't scroll up or down with that. Like there's no friend quest that shows up. Oh wow. Amethyst League for Victor, English for Jesse, Obsidian League for Sarah. Games Mike is doing amazing. 76 times for top 3 in Diamond League. That's amazing. Ooh, let's start a target practice. Let us do a target practice, a target. Wood.
Madeira.
That is wood. Madeira. Madeira.
Rato pequeno. Rato pequeno.
A small rat.
Sótão.
Sótão. That's attic.
Sangue vermelho. Sangue vermelho.
Red blood. Autumn.
Outono.
Volcano.
Vulcão.
Aranha.
Spider. Climb.
Escalar.
Lata.
Can.
Eu concordo, pode ser um fantasma. Eu concordo, pode ser um fantasma.
I agree, it couldn't have been a ghost. Okay, next one. Fly.
Mosca,
Blanket.
Manta.
Must.
dever,
Spider.
aranha, formiga,
Ant.
Muitos ratos.
Muitos ratos. Many rats. Oh man, we're doing good, yo. I'm gonna try to slow it down. Is anybody here tonight, actually? Oh yeah. Oh, David couldn't make it yesterday. That's okay, man. I was waiting for this stream. I'm glad you were waiting, man. You didn't have to wait for me. Oh, shucks, you're too kind to me. But spider,
aranha,
fire,
incêndio,
wood,
Madeira.
dresser,
cômoda,
moon.
Lua.
There we go.
Nem tudo aqui nos dá medo.
There's not everything here that gives us fear. That rhymed. Nem tudo aqui nos dá medo. Something like that. Not everything here scares us. For the win, let's see that day streak. Perfect lesson, and I hope to God that we get the flame this time. So I'm going to hit continue, and boom. 2014 days on the day streak. We are keeping that flame going. We are keeping it alive. And don't forget, folks, to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh my God, 2014. I didn't really like 2014. I'm not gonna lie, but it was a year. But yeah, let's take a look. We're party animals. What did I do in 2014? I just did college, and I was miserable. I remembered I changed my major, and I was just burnt out and depressed. Yeah, it was a sucky year, and I got through it. That's all I have to say about 2014. Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't even remember any of it, to be honest with you. I feel like I just I got through it, and that was it. But, you know, let's take a look at the Duolingo streak. Yeah. Boom. Boom. 2014. On the day streak. You extended your streak 54 minutes left in the day. In like maybe a half hour. So we'll try to make the best of it, you know? So David, I'm so thankful for you for stopping by. I still got your tab open. And what happened, like, let's see. Zelda games in 2014. Yeah. Hyrule Warriors. I never played that game. That's why it was kind of a nothing year. 2.5 Remix. I'd never played PS3. Pokemon games. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I didn't play that in 2014. I actually skipped that year upon release. I was burnt out after 2013, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this right now. So I took a year off playing Pokemon. I was really depressed, actually, now that I'm thinking of it. RuneScape, 2014. Let's see what happened in like 2014. Did old school RuneScape come back? Oh, the first anniversary of the release of old school RuneScape. Okay. These are the only video games I played. I'm not a gamer. But we're gonna continue on. Yeah, I was pretty much miserable that year. Like, it was one of the lower years. I did not like that shit. But, you know, we still cook, homies. So, let's see. How are we doing on the leaderboards? I am me 10. Shay. Santa's here. Oh my God, Santa's in the Diamond League tournament, or the Diamond League challenge. So that's cool. We got a lot of like randomly generated names. Okay, Gabriel Marisi has got 20,000 XP. What the fuck? I'm gonna just say that again. What the fuck? 20,000 XP right off the rip. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's see. Dude, on Sunday I slept in and I ended up not going to church. You know, a fellow viewer is also trying to get me into Christianity through Catholicism, and I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not fully Catholic, so it's hard for me. 2014 was a crazy year for Brazil. We hosted the World Cup and lost to Germany. That's funny. And so 1-7 to Germany. Oh God, it looks like you guys suck. I'm kidding. I'm gonna get killed for that. It's okay. It's a worthy death. All right, let's do text friends in Portuguese for 5 XP. See, I don't even care about the World Cup.
Anel.
I'm a nerd. I'm not a sports guy.
Falta comprar os refrigerantes. Falta comprar os refrigerantes.
I still need to buy the soft drinks.
Endereço.
Você
Address.
pode cuidar de comprar os copos? Você pode cuidar de comprar os copos.
Can you take care of buying the cups? Organized.
Organizado.
Precisamos terminar a decoração. Precisamos terminar a decoração para amanhã. Amanhã.
We need to finish the decoration by tomorrow.
Nuvem.
Cloud. Hello,
Olá.
client.
Cliente.
60.
60.
Only.
Só.
Cômoda.
Dresser.
Anel.
Ring. Fly.
Mosca.
60.
60.
Mail.
Correio.
Hello.
Olá. Regra.
Rule.
Precisamos de espaço por causa das mesas.
Precisamos de espaço por causa das mesas. We need space between because of the tables. Address.
Endereço.
Coconut.
Coco.
Blood.
Sangue.
Rat.
Rato. Mosca.
Fly.
Já falei com...
Já falei como mágico sobre a comida. I already talked to the magician about the food.
Filmar a festa.
Film the party.
Por causa das nuvens.
Por causa das nuvens. Because of the clouds.
Ter sorte com a chuva. Ter.
Be lucky with the rain.
Comprei o
Ok.
bolo por R$ 20.
I bought cake for 20 reais. All right, well, we got 10 on that one. So we got some good combo bonus points. That was pretty good. Eu falo português. So can we complete enough lessons for us to win? All right, we got 26 out of 50. So we got some. We're more than halfway in the March badge, which is good. So that says we're in 6th place. I know that's going to be 10th place. Yeah, it's going to be something way lower because everybody's just getting warmed up. I hated 2014. Playing Pokemon Deluge RPG with my friend without a care in the world. You know, that's, you know, for you, David, I think that's a great year. Me, on the other hand, I feel like I just joined shitty bands. Actually, I just went to college and I fucking hated it. I can't get that time back. Like, I can't. I'm still stuck there, too.
Abandonado.
Abandoned.
Uma aranha pequena. Uma aranha pequena.
A small spider.
Todas as moscas.
Todas as moscas.
Essa mosca é
This
mosca.
fly.
Muitas aranhas.
Muitas aranhas. Many spiders.
Incêndio antigo. Incêndio. Antigo.
An old fire.
Acho que o barulho
Acho que o barulho não é de fantasma. I think the noise isn't from a ghost. Package.
Pacote.
Since.
Desde.
Volcano.
Vulcão.
Attic.
Só.
Público.
Public.
Minha ferramenta.
My tool. Similar.
Atrás de.
Shit. Must is dever.
Dever.
Behind.
Atrás de.
Volcano.
Vulcão. Parecido.
Similar.
Madeira.
Wood. Okay, we got 70. Okay, now we're in 6th place again. Look at us, we're better. But that's going to change in 2 seconds. Actually, 20,000 XP. We know who's winning this week. Man, that sucks. I'm glad 2014 was a good year for you, man. I'm trying to think of good things that happened. I did RuneScape. I don't even know if I played RuneScape. Like, I stopped playing video games. I just focused on school. I had my first girlfriend for over a year. I just didn't like it. Yeah. We went to Florida. Like, we went vacationing in Disney a lot. But I just felt like it wasn't a good time. I wish I could say I had a good life. But I just don't. I can't. It sucks. I'm going to discuss work experience and practice on that one.
Sótão.
Attic.
Desde.
Since.
Roubo.
Robbery.
Sentar.
To sit.
Como você
Como você resolveu esse problema mecânico? How did this solve the problem, mechanic?
Inverno.
Winter.
Mecânico.
Mechanic.
Doutor.
Doctor.
Escalar.
Climb.
Agora.
Agora, já entreguei os documentos pedidos. Now I have already delivered the requested documents. Fotocópia. Ele pediu uma fotocópia do contrato de trabalho. He asked for a photocopy of the employment contract. Ele pediu uma fotocópia do contrato de trabalho.
Olá.
Olá, quero saber mais sobre a empresa. Sobre a empresa. Hello, I don't know what more about the company. Informal. Uma reunião informal, a casual meeting.
Uma pasta nova.
Uma pasta nova. A new folder. Por que algumas reuniões são informais? Why are some meetings informal?
Como está hoje?
Como está hoje? How are you today? Posso me sentar aqui? Can I sit here?
Doutor famoso.
Doutor famoso. A famous doctor. Currículo. Hoje revisei meu currículo. Today I revised my resume.
Posso saber onde posso fazer fotocópias?
Posso fazer, something, fotocópias? Something about onde saber o fotocópias? Posso saber onde posso fazer photocopias? Could you tell me where I can make photocopies? Okay.
Posso explicar enquanto me sento?
Posso explicar-me enquanto me sento? I don't know what he said. Me sento. Posso explicar enquanto me sento? Can I explain while I sit down? Ugh, I can't speak today. But at least we got 4 lessons done. Which means we've got some double XP for the next 15 minutes. Which is a good time to be alive. Oh my god. Look at all this stuff. Look at all these chickens. So we gotta get 10 XP a day. Or 10 lessons a day, I mean. And it doesn't show in the friend quest. For some reason the friend quest counter, it went down. And I don't know why. Let's do this one. Let's do Mistake Eraser. Just to get some stuff.
Precisamos.
Magical.
Mágico. Para.
Do magical. Do magical. I remember from yesterday. Para.
Festa. Amanhã.
There we go.
Temos tempo para filmar as decorações?
Do we have time to film the decorations? Vou enviar áudio sobre a festa. To filmar o evento.
Ele. Sobre.
He's going.
Vai. Enviar. Áudio. Sobre. A. Nova. Data.
Da festa.
Da. Festa.
Yeah. He's going to send a new time on the... What the new time is for the party. Something like that. That was actually pretty good. We are still in the running. Wow, it even looks like the last 4 places are still online. So hopefully we could make it up there. Yeah. Wasn't 2014 the Ice Bucket Challenge year? Oh yeah, and I had body dysmorphia. And I still have that video. I never published it, or Giulia published it, and I was ashamed of myself. I never thought Mark Zuckerberg was a good guy. But it's good to be in that fantasy world, you know? Yeah, maybe like when Facebook started and he started being like all nicey nice, but he was just an awkward nerd, you know?
Rato pequeno.
Rato pequeno. A small rat.
Sótão seguro.
Sótão.
Sótão seguro.
A safe attic. Rain.
Rato.
Rat, I mean.
Fantasma triste. Fantasma. Fantasma triste. Triste.
A sad ghost. Madeira.
Ele falou sobre o quê? Ele falou sobre o quê?
He talks about what?
Mosca.
Fly. Rat.
Rato.
Wood.
Madeira.
Winter.
Inverno.
Por. Cômoda.
Dresser. Robbery.
Roubo.
Attic.
Sótão.
Volcano.
Vulcão.
Dever.
Must.
Mosca.
Fly. Autumn.
Outono.
Spider.
Aranha.
Climb.
Escalar.
Moon.
Lua. Inverno.
Winter. Wait, that was straight left to right. That was so easy. That was so good. Oh, man, look at that. We're in 4th place already just for participating. Wow. Wow. All right, another thing I want to do is I think I want to do text friends in Portuguese. We're going to move this a little bit forward and do our best.
Dar medo.
To give fear.
Fantasma.
Ghost.
Poeira.
Dust.
Quase.
Almost.
Entrar em contato.
Entrar em contrato com a equipe.
Ela quase se esqueceu do prato principal.
I don't feel like talking like a... I feel like talking like a gringo today. She almost forgot the main dish. Ela quase se esqueceu do prato principal.
Eu quase esqueci de pedir as bebidas. 15. Quase.
She almost forgot to order the drinks. What's extremely? Extremamente? I don't know how to spell it. É muito organizado com festas. Okay. Você já em contato.
Contato.
Wait, contato em
fotógrafo.
Or com. Você já em contato como fotógrafo. Photographer. Intro. Entrou. Alright. Gotten.
Falta organizar as cadeiras. Falta.
Falta.
Falta. Organizar. Organizar.
We need you to arrange the chairs. We still need you. Okay. I don't know what that has to do with failure.
Quem pode entrar em
Quem pode entrar em contrato com a pizzaria amanhã? Who can get in touch with the pizzeria tomorrow?
Falta planejar as atividades.
We still need to plan the activities. And o evento está bem organizado. It's well organized. Falta
Falta comprar os pratos.
We still need to buy
Eu
the
quase esqueci de comprar o bolo.
Almost forgot to buy the cake.
Falta preparar a sobremesa. Faca. Falta
The dessert still needs to be prepared. Falta
Falta comprar os refrigerantes.
still need to buy the soft drinks.
Ele vai entrar em contato com você sobre contato.
He will get in touch with you about the drinks. You look very tired, champ. Thanks. You sound like, David, speaking of Pokemon, you sound like, the guy in the, not any gym leader, but the guy that's in every gym right at the entrance where he's like, hey, champ, how you doing? Here's what you got to know about the gym leader, about this gym. You sound, just because you said champ, that's what that reminded me of.
Preciso entrar em
Preciso entrar em contato com o DJ hoje. Hoje. I need to get in touch with the DJ today. Oh, frick.
Nós planejamos uma festa bem organizada.
We planned a well-organized party. Meu irmão é muito organizado com festas. My brother's extremely neat when it comes to parties. Já. Você já
entrou
entrou com
o
foto,
fotógrafo.
já entrou em contato. Shit.
Falta organizar as cadeiras.
We still need the chairs. Fuck. Você já entrou
com contato. O fotógrafo.
em contrato
Com
com o fotógrafo. Fuck it, fucking flipped him at
Falta
the end.
organizar as cadeiras.
We still need to arrange the chairs. Yeah, okay. Você
já
entrou em contato
com o fotógrafo.
There we go. Oh, God. That was rough. I need to... That was crazy. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do this one. That one was tough. We're gonna grind that again. Organizado, which isn't extremely, but... Okay, let me... Você já
entrou em contato com o fotógrafo.
Have you already gotten in touch with the photographer? Você já entrou em contato com o fotógrafo?
Falta organizar as cadeiras.
We still need to arrange the chairs. There we go. We got another one. Another one. We got 3 minutes left. We'll probably do a unit rewind or something. What's your... let's see. Petey boys. KKKK. Não ajuda ele. Oh, obrigado, Tadeu. Yeah, you could help me. Fala, gringo. Qual a boa? Eu não sei. Se eu bem no português. Com português. Speaking of which, what's your favorite Pokemon game? Mine used to be Pokepark Wii. Ooh, I've never played Pokepark Wii. I don't remember that one.
Você está sentindo frio desde a...
Você está sentindo frio desde a noite passada. I feel like I'm going to get a stroke. Have you been feeling cold since last night? I don't know.
Em 2020, pintaram a casa.
Em 2020? Em
2020. Em 2020, pintaram a casa. Pintaram a casa.
In 2020, they painted the house.
Os documentos ficaram iguais no final, certo?
Os documentos ficaram iguais no final, certo? The documents, they ended up equal in the end, right?
Os problemas começaram em 2020. Os problemas começaram em 2020.
The problems began in 2020. Spider.
Aranha. Os problemas começaram em 2000. Começaram em 2000.
Problem started in 2000.
Rato.
World.
Mundo.
Volcano.
Vulcão.
Wood.
Madeira. Por.
For.
Dever.
Must. Mosca. Ant.
Formiga.
Winter.
Inverno.
Atrás de.
Behind.
Cômoda.
Dresser.
Milhão.
Million. I'm excited for Wind and Waves too. I like the poof ball dog. Favorite Pokemon game. I'm sorry I'm spacing out and doing this. I guess I am tired. I got 1 minute left. Let's do some speaking. Let's grind it out. Eu prometi escolher presente especial. Prato de plástico. Monstro grande. Minha irmã adora pulseiras novas. Eu adorava brincar com presentes imaginários. Eu sempre quebrava meus brinquedos. Eles ficavam ameaçados com a época de Natal. Um pouco entediado. Uma bicicleta usada. Comprávamos calculadores em vez de brinquedos. We used to buy calculators instead of toys. Wow. Practice complete. Alright, well, we're in 4th place. And I think we're almost out of double XP. Yeah, we got 20 seconds left, excuse me. Yeah, I'm pretty much done once this double XP is over. But I will talk a little bit about Pokemon with whatever energy I have left. I'm pretty much sure I burned out a lot of my energy just because of end of day stuff, you know, how the work week goes. But just to iterate, what is my favorite Pokemon game? Oh man, I mean, I guess if we're going by how Pokemon games that I've played more than once, it's definitely Pokemon Coliseum and specifically Pokemon XD. I played that. I think I've done 2 or 3 playthroughs each of them. I think I've done 2 for Coliseum, maybe almost 3 for XD. I don't understand people who are able to do like multiple playthroughs where like I see a lot of streamers where they just, you know, they do Nuzlocke and they do all this stuff. And I could only play like Pokemon once. Like that's why I'm not like that big of a gamer. Because like I've already played Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. I had my childhood memories. I had a former friend of mine actually steal my game. So I think maybe that ruined my enjoyment for that. But I do like it. I did like it. And, you know, I would probably play Pokemon. Here's the thing, too. I was talking to a friend, Senor Valentin, on, you know, on the Discord. And he's like, what else do you try doing to learn Portuguese? You should try watching a movie or watching a TV show, like a series. I'm like, oh, well, I don't know. I can't really get into it. And I told him, like, you know, I kind of want to do, like, a Portuguese playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green or something. Or if there was something like a Pokemon Coliseum playthrough in Portuguese, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I get excited with Pokemon XD or Pokemon Coliseum, you know. As you could clearly see, all the Pokemon covers I've done are from Pokemon Coliseum, obviously. I would say mainline Pokemon game, it's hard to say. I would say, you know, if I were to categorize all the generations, and that's the funny thing too, like throughout this 1990s, you know, 2010s span of like list of release dates on the Pokemons, we've been talking about each generations, and as you can see, like, you know, the original Red, Blue, Green coming out, and then the Game Boy Color. My first game officially that was mine that I played was not Gold and Silver. It was Pokemon Crystal. That was for the Game Boy Color, and I remembered playing that. Wow, it came before 9/11. I don't know if I got it after 9/11, but that was my game of the time. And then, like, soon after, what felt like not too much time passed, you know, we got Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. So I would say Gen 2 and 3. I don't know, I guess I was a stupid kid because I didn't really play Red or Blue. I was too young for that, or my parents thought I was too young for it. I should be outside playing. And I did. Like, I wasn't like a nerd kid yet. But then I played Pokemon Crystal, or I remembered listening to my sister's Pokemon Silver. Like, I accidentally deleted her game. I hit new game, and it deleted her save file, and I think that killed her enjoyment for Pokemon Silver. I feel guilty to this day that I deleted her save file, because I was a dumb kid, right? They didn't have the internet back then, so you didn't know, like, right from wrong with that. So she said, you can't play this game, and I asked her, like, could I at least, like, listen to it? And so we were in my dad's convertible. We still have this Mustang convertible, and I was just listening to it on the ride. You know, the intro, where it's like da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba 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 ba. That intro became ba 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 ba. Like, I remembered that was like my first real enjoyment of music was from Pokemon Gold and Silver. For my sister, it was Silver version. She that was the intro theme that got me into music. I'll say, like, it was the first iteration of me getting into you know, nice happy music. And then my parents got me my own Game Boy, my own Crystal version, and I played it, and I loved my Cyndaquil, you know, evolved them all the way up to a Typhlosion, and my only level 100 Pokemon, by the way, it was better than all the other Pokemon because it was at level 100. And I remembered, you know, taking that, even just traveling, like, and just using Ember on like water type Pokemon from surfing. I had my red Gyarados and I had my level 100 Typhlosion. And, you know, that was like my, like, cream of the crop, my best Pokemon ever, in my mind. And then finally, in like full color, and a lot more vivid imagery, the Game Boy Advance came out, and also Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Well, first it was just Ruby and Sapphire, and I just got Ruby version because red's my favorite color. And I never got to play Pokemon Red, by the way, but it was like this clear, translucent game that I loved so much. And I spent a lot of time playing Pokemon Ruby. Just Pokemon Ruby. And because the cartridge was cool, the lore was cool. It was the first, like, story-based, like, wow, there's some epic shit happening. There's, like, gods, titans fighting, and this like, property dispute, I guess. Land versus sea. Team Aqua versus Team Magma. And Gen 3 was pretty impactful. And then the years after, around Gen 3, Pokemon Coliseum came out. And then Pokemon XD before Gen 4 came out. And to me, that was the peak of Pokemon. To me, that was the most impactful. Then, I kept on with it. Diamond and Pearl was great. It was different. I didn't really like the jazz direction that it went in terms of the music. I love the bombastic, epic fanfare, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Coliseum types of, like, epic da-da-da-da-da-da-da, like epic Coliseum-y types of music. But, Diamond and Pearl was more jazzy, which I appreciate now. But back then I'm like, what is this boring shit? This was when I was, like, starting in punk bands and stuff, so I didn't really learn to appreciate it as much, but I appreciate it a lot more now. And, with Battle Revolution, it was the same makers who made Pokemon Coliseum, but I feel like they could have made Pokemon XD 2, or, like, the third rendition of the Coliseum games. I don't know why it became like a Pokemon Stadium, kind of like, it was like Pokemon Stadium, but they didn't have the balls to call it Pokemon Stadium 3. And so that's disappointing. Battle Revolution was kind of cool. The animations were amazing, like how Genius Sonority made that. But one thing, so, like, I didn't like the legendaries as much, or the Pokemon as much in Gen 4. But what I did like was the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. I loved the crap out of that. Red Rescue Team, Blue Rescue Team. I think I played the Blue Rescue Team because I was on DS. It's the only DS game I think I got, and that was before Gen 4. Diamond came out. And that was impactful as hell. Diamond came out, then Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time and Darkness. I think I picked Time. And then Explorers of the Sky, I picked that one as well. And the storyline of Explorers of the Sky, like, was so amazing. I would say that, like, a lot of the Pokemon games I guess I like are the most offshoot kind of games. And, I guess this segues to, the, bro, I just wanted to listen to the game. Yeah, that's part of my reason for playing it. Like, and this may sound cheesy, but the Gen 9, and there's a stream of me, you could watch it at any point. You look at my live stream thing, you could really scroll for a bit. But there's, like, I don't know if I made a full playlist of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Maybe I could just make a playlist of my playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But I streamed it on this channel. Not too many viewers, but, and I'm going to start going back in order. So, that was Gen 4. Gen 5 came out. And, I didn't play the Pokemon, like, I was more busy with music stuff that I only had time for the mainline games, just the Zelda, you know, RuneScape, just upkeeping it a little bit, and then, you know, Black and White 2 brought, like, I didn't like the Pokemon at all in Black and White. But then Black and White 2 came out with a lot of promos, and I'm like, okay, this looks cool. They brought back Lucario. I'm not going to really have many Gen 5 Pokemon, but I'm going to use a Lucario. Because I don't think I used one. I actually did use one in Gen 4, because I think Lucario's cool. But I remember Black and White 2, I had a Lucario on my team and a Starmie, and I started getting a little bit more into like what's the best, like, competitive team. Even though I'm not going to use it in any tournament, I just want the best, like, strategy. I want to start thinking about strategy instead of just having a level 100 Typhlosion and having that carry my whole team. There's that, and then, you know, Gen 6 came out, you know, X and Y. And I feel like X and Y should have come out for Gen 10, because Gen X, X and Y, you know what I mean? So, you know, moving down the timeline, the, you know, Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, oh yes, Platinum was cool. That definitely, so, like, Ruby and Sapphire was amazing. I loved Ruby. It was the best game I played. Fire Red and Leaf Green, I played Leaf Green. That was my opportunity to actually experience Gen 1, which I was able to backtrack. Emerald came out. That was, you know, propelled my love for Gen 3. Like, I played all of them, and I loved all of them, you know. Diamond and Pearl came out. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I like the monkey. I guess I'll pick the monkey. Not many fire types. I felt like a lot of the design was lacking. Pokemon Platinum, though, that was like, okay, this is cool, like, storytelling with Giratina around 2009. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that was, I spent so much time on this remake. It was wonderful. Perfect 10 out of 10. I love Gen 2. Not a lot of people like Gen 2. I love Gen 2 and 3. But, you know, just the homage to that. Black and White came out, hated all the designs. Black and White 2 won back a lot of my faith. They had more story, they had more, like, vivid background of a lot of the characters. It won me back a little bit. X and Y, I remember talking to a guy, you know, waiting in line for like a midnight release, and I think this was during Sun and Moon when it came out, and he was just like, yeah, I don't really like, he didn't like X and Y, he thought it was boring, and I'm like, really? I thought it was cool. First Pokemon game to come to 3D. It's like, finally, we've got, like, Nintendo DS graphics on a Nintendo 3DS, or, like, basic chibi, like, PlayStation 1 graphics on a handheld. That's amazing. And I actually liked some of the customizations and all that. Problem is I just, around 2014, this day streak, and kind of a homage to this year, I played a lot of it, 2013 into 2014, like Between Worlds. I'm pretty sure my ex played it, and that was cute watching her beat it, because I got it for Christmas for her. And just not a lot of gaming then. Check 1 2. Okay, I think we're back. Bro just wanted to listen to the game. Yeah, I know. Hey, Fragmentos G Sophia. Hello, my friend, new friend. Something wrong with my audio. Hopefully I fixed it. Busu and Linkyu, I don't know what that is. It's probably a language learning app that I will never use because I am too loyal to Duolingo's. I don't know where I cut off from, but essentially 2014, I didn't do anything. This is, but then I watched the Loxton and Noggin video about the Pokemon reset theory, which ended up kind of becoming true. But it got me so hyped up for Pokemon that I'm like, okay, we're back, baby. Summer of 2025. Yeah, it was summer. I took a year off playing Pokemon. Summer of 2025, though, was when it reignited for me to play Pokemon Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And I spent more time on this one than I did for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I thought it was amazing. I thought the Delta episode was phenomenal. And it hyped me up for this idea of like interdimensional travel that Pokemon Sun and Moon was about. And even though it was in like one of my worst years, 2016, I like literally spent an entire weekend in my room just playing Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I loved it because there's something magical. Like, I know you guys are Brazilians and you guys get sunshine and rainbows, and a lot of people live inland, but I imagine a beautiful tropical paradise as my version of heaven. And a lot of you guys see it as hell because there's a lot of people that murder each other, but in my gringo innocence, I think it's amazing, and you guys are lucky. Because I'm in Dark World. Everything, the sun was out today for the first time in a long time, like actually out, not covered by this blanket of gray clouds. Actually out, and I actually feel good today, believe it or not. So, Sun and Moon came out, and it was kind of like a light of hope in my life. And not to be cheesy, but that was a good gen. I liked it because it brought Megas in, it brought Z moves in. It was all Pokemon. That was probably the climax of what Pokemon became. So then, moving on to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, it's basically a copy and paste version of Sun and Moon, which honestly a lot of people were disappointed in, because it's like literally a rip-off. The same game except with added stuff. You could have just waited a year and just picked up Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, and it would have been fine. Then Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee, I loved because it was a throwback to Gen 1 in its cutest, innocent way. It was like a remake of Pokemon Yellow. And I thought, I played that, I bonded with a friend of mine over that, and I thought that was a good time. Sword and Shield, I thought that was cool because there was a bunny. And there's actually a video of me with my bunny rabbit, the original bunny rabbit that we had in our family, where I'm like, oh my god, look at this Pokemon evolve. And it's kind of not a cute video, but it's like kind of like a sweet video of me just like not seeing what the final evolution, like what Cinderace would look like. I was really hoping for like an all fours bunny rabbit, like an anatomically correct bunny that was like a fiery bunny rabbit. But I didn't have it. And Sword and Shield was kind of unique in its own way. It's not replayable at all. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I feel like was the disappointment of all remakes. I didn't even finish it. I streamed that one too, but I didn't even finish it. Legends Arceus, never bought it. I never bought it. It's been 2 years. Wow, 2022. Wow, it came out in 2022. Holy crap, that's when I was like starting to date Naya. I didn't know that's when that came out. No way. Scarlet and Violet came out after Bambi literally like 8 days after Bambi passed away. My one of my bunny rabbits, and I was the whole storyline. And just about, like the comment about bro just wanted to listen to the music. The Pokemon intro theme, it has a lot of like the rhythm, it was kind of, And you guys could correct me if I'm wrong. Like, it was kind of based off of like old school, like classic Carnival rhythm, and I don't know. I just get a little emotional thinking about like I was in Carnival like with the love of my life, and it was kind of special in that sense. And you know, Spanish and Portuguese influence, of course, in that Pokemon game. And I like how there's a like a gay duck. And in Puerto Rico, pato is how you call somebody gay. I never knew that. But yeah, it's kind of a double entendre in a weird way. You know, Pokemon's always a pun on things. But I liked Gen 9 for that reason. And so, and also the B story on how the guy collecting herbs wanted to revive his Pokemon. It broke my heart because that's exactly what I tried doing when trying to help my bunny's cancer. Like, is there anything? I would travel the four corners of the earth to save this little bunny rabbit's life. You know, is there any kind of medicine we could do to, like, have her cancer go away? And there wasn't. You know, that's the problem with reality versus Pokemon. But I don't want to end off of a sad note. Well, I guess, you know, 2014 was kind of a sad year for me. But, you know, yeah, no Pokemon that year. I didn't play. That's why it was sad, because I didn't play Pokemon that year. I didn't get the, whatchamacallit. But Pokemon Winds and Waves, I'm probably going to play that. I'm probably going to stream it. But as far as, like, number one favorite, probably Colosseum. If I were to play like the Colosseum series, Colosseum, XD, Gale of Darkness, you play those in order. Wait, what's Pokemon Champions? What the hell is that? That's something to look at. That's something to look for. Play It series, card game, trading card game, Pokemon Pinball. That was a good gen. Gen 3 had Pokemon Pinball, Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, Blue Rescue Team. That says everything. Yeah, Explorers of the Sky. That was 2009. I'm pretty sure I played that in 2010. Oh, man. The ending, though. I cried. I never played Super Mystery Dungeon. That's something maybe I should do. Gates to Infinity. That sounds like a cool name. I guess, yeah, with the Megas. Then Rescue Team DX. I don't know the difference between that, but it was like a remake of Blue and Red Rescue Team. If only. Pokemon Ranger. I almost beat that one, I think. Rumble Blast. Pokemon Snap. Oh, that's been a while. Puzzle League. You got me down like a Pokemon rabbit hole here. Pokepark, Wii, Pikachu's Adventures. Oh, I played Pokemon TV. I don't know, or Pokemon Channel. Yeah, it's like a Hey You Pikachu style game. I remembered playing that, like, not thinking, oh, this'll, like, I didn't think it would actually be fun. It was one of those, like, non-battling types of Pikachu interactive ones, and it was fun. Detective Pikachu. Pokemon Breeder Mini. Huh. Pokken Tournament I played a couple times. Yeah, it's there's Pokemon Go. Yeah, I guess favorite would probably be Colosseum. And I should do a playthrough in Portuguese for that. And I'm in 4th place right now. For Duolingos right now. No 7-ball Dragon Balls in real life, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. Oh, man. What would you wish for, man? You know, I'd wish for a hot Brazilian wife. But I already got that. I'd honestly wish to teleport. I would want to teleport. Because I could just go to work I could bring. Like, if I could teleport, it would save so much time. There'd be a lot more expected of me, but I would save so much time. I could probably break a couple laws by accidentally teleporting into a building that I'm not supposed to be in without going into security, but that's besides the point. But I'm going to leave it at that. It's almost midnight. I think it's time for me to say goodnight. What do you guys think? David, it's always been a pleasure talking to you. I love talking Pokemons. You know, talk to me on Discord. We'll do all that thing. I wish I could say more positive about 2014, but I think that year was just a struggle year. I was just finding my way. I was a little burnt out, but I know that things get a little better, and maybe 2015 was probably worse than that. But until then, you know, we got some rough patches. It is a Monday after all. Let's take a look at 2014 one last time. Boom. I would say the lowest point might have been 2016, but we'll get to that later on. I gave the whole timeline of my enjoyment of Pokemon and I spent like a half hour doing it. I probably could have ended the stream in a half hour, but alas, we had to talk about the important stuff. So 2014 days on the day streak. We have kept the flame alive. We are party animals, and thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, muito obrigado por assistir. Boa noite. Ciao, ciao for now. Take care. And ante próxima. Take care. Yeah. Ciao, ciao. Every ending is a new beginning.
The song has restored my strength.